graders, Miss Diorio here from Citizenship Academy with your next math lesson. So we're going to switch gears a little bit today away from money that we've been focusing on. Still important to know, but we're going to kind of change our base 10 thinking just a little bit. So we're still working in base 10, but today we're going to learn about place value discs. Now, because we're not in school, we don't have place value discs with us, but we can improvise. Make sure you have something to write on, something to write with today, so we can practice kind of using the place value discs by drawing them. I will explain what they are. Don't worry. Just make sure you have something to write with. Okay, before we get into that, let's practice counting. We're going to practice counting in unit form and standard form. So what's this number? Good. What's the unit form way? Remember when that's when we break it apart into tens and ones. What's the unit form way of 11? How would we say that? Yep, 1, 10, 1, 1. Unit form is when we break it down, tell each part, each unit, how many of each. So I'm going to show you a number, and we're going to begin counting from that number in unit form. So we're going to say the unit form and then say the standard form of the number. Okay? So we're going to start at 55, count 255 by tens. We're going to start at 35, which is 3 tens, 5 ones. So we start with 3 tens, 5 ones. We're going to count by tens. So are our tens changing or are ones changing for counting by tens? Yes, just our tens are changing. So we're going to count up to 55 by tens. So say 3 tens, 5 ones. Then we're going to add 10. 4 tens, 5 ones is 45. 5 tens, 5 ones is 55. That makes sense? Pretty easy, right? We'll get to it. We'll get it. All right, this time we're going to say the ones value first. So like the standard form of the number. And then we're going to count by ones to 61. So we're going to start with 56 ones. 56 ones is 5 tens, 6 ones. We're counting by ones. So our tens value going to change our ones value. But the ones. So 56 ones is 5 tens, 6 ones. Count with me. 57 ones is 5 tens, 7 ones. 58 ones is 5 tens, 8 ones. 59 ones, 5 tens, 9 ones. 60 ones is 6 tens, 0 ones. 61 ones, 6 10, 1 1. Awesome job. All right, now we're going to count backwards by 10 from 97 to 37. Okay, same way. 97 ones is 9 tens, 7 ones. If we're counting by tens, which value is changing? Our tens or our ones? Our tens. Good. Now we're counting backwards. We're going to go to 87 ones, 8 tens, 7 ones. 77 ones, 7 tens, 7 ones. 67 ones, 6 tens, 7 ones. 57 ones, 5 tens, 7 ones. 47 ones, 4 tens, 7 ones. Awesome job. Keep going. 37 ones, 3 tens, 7 ones. Awesome job. All right, let's do one more. We're going to count down by ones from 37 to 25. Okay, starting at 29. I guess that messed up. We're starting at 29. We're going to count down from 29 to 25. Don't know what happened with this PowerPoint. I'm sorry. So we're going to start with 29 ones. 2 tens, 9 ones. If we're counting by ones, what's going to change? Our tens place or our ones place? Very good. Counting backwards from 29 to 25. 29 ones is 2 tens, 9 ones. 28 ones is 2 tens, 8 ones. 27 ones, 2 tens, 7 ones. Good. 26 ones, 2 tens, 6 ones. 25 ones, 2 tens, 5 ones. Awesome job. All right, get out your paper and your pencil for this one. Ready for your application problem. Samantha is helping the teacher organize pencils in her classroom. She finds 41 yellow pencils and 29 blue pencils. She throws away 12 that are too short. How many pencils in all? Okay, I want you to pause the video. Your first step is talking to someone at home about the 2 steps This is a two-step word problem. The 2 steps you need to solve this problem. Don't write anything down yet. Just talk about the 2 steps we're going to need to do to solve this problem. Good. So our first step is, we got to figure out how many pencils are in her classroom. She has 41 yellow pencils and 29 blue pencils. Do we know how many pencils she has altogether to start? That's our first step, figuring out the 29 and the 41. Then she throws away 12 that are too short. What's our next step? Yeah, to subtract the 12 that are too short so we can figure out how many pencils are left. So this time I want you to pause and I want you to draw a picture to represent the pencils. You can use little pencil drawings, you can use little sticks, you can use little dots, you can use a tape diagram. Whatever makes most sense in your brain, I want you to draw a picture to solve. Draw a picture to represent the pencils. Pause and do that now, solve the problem, and we'll come back when you're done and we'll go over it. Ready? Okay, so here's one way you could solve. So we have 41 yellow pencils. As you can see, I didn't draw 41 pencils. I drew 4 10 sticks and 1 1. Same thing here. I didn't draw 29 pencils. I drew 2 groups of 10, did my bundles of 10. I hope you did that too, because otherwise you'll still be drawing pencils, and 9 extra ones. Now this makes it easy for me to count. I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 60, it keeps messing me up, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. Okay, so we're going to add our blue and yellow pencils together to get 70 pencils total. That's our total number of pencils. From there, we want to take away the 12 that were broken because we want to find out how many are left. So one way to do this would be to cross off, or you can subtract using the decomposing strategies we've been talking about. Whatever works best for you, go right ahead, and you should get 58 monkeys, 58 pencils. Ta-da! Now another way to do this would be a tape diagram. So we know 41 and 29 are blue and yellow pencils, so we're going to add those together. And they're using a decomposing strategy to add. And there we go. There are 70 blue pencils. So they decomposed the 41 into 40 and 1, added the 29 and the 30, 29 and the 1 to get to 30, add 40 plus 30, you still get 70. Now they do another tape diagram because we don't know how many are left. We know there's 12 that are too short, but we don't know how many are left. There are 70 total. So we're going to have to take that 70 and subtract from 12. Again, we can decompose. We're going to take 20 minus 12, and that's an easy fact for us to know. We know that's 8. And then we can add the 50 plus the 8 to get to 58. We still get the same answer. Ta-da! These word problems are good practice for us to keep trying and keep those decomposing skills in our brains. So keep working on it. Awesome job. All right, let's get into our place value chart. So go ahead and on your paper, I want you to draw a place value chart with hundreds, tens, and ones. That kind of looks something like this. Okay? Pause if you need more time to do that, and come back when you're ready. First thing I want you to do is use blocks. So use those little 1 blocks, use those 10 sticks and the hundreds blocks to show me this number. So pause and do that now. I'm going to do the same thing. Got it? Should look something like this, right? So when we say this number, we say 13 or 1, 10, 3 ones, right? Okay, so now, I'm going to show you what place value discs look like. We're used to seeing the blocks. Place value discs are the same idea, except for they're little circle guys. They look like this. And then just say the value in them. So all of them are the same size, but they say the value in the middle of it. So for the number 103, we have 103 ones. Do you see how there's a 1 in the middle of that? So if you were to draw that on your paper, you could do 3 little circles with 3 little ones like that. Again, if we were in school, we would be using the place value disc. But since we're not, this is an easy solution. Now, if this was 113, a 10's place value disc would just have a 10 in the middle. Okay? All right, I'm going to erase my place values discs. Let's try one together. Okay, so for this one, I want you to take your place value chart that you drew on your paper, and I want you to draw place value discs to show me the value of this number. Then we're going to go over the unit form and what your place value chart looks like. So determine how many hundreds, tens, and ones. Draw them using place value discs on your chart, and then we'll go over it. So pause and do that now. Ready? Okay, let's talk about the unit form first. This number, from what I can see, if I break this number down into my chart, I can see it has 100, 2 tens, 9 ones. Thumbs up if you got that. Good. Now, I want to see your place value charts. How many hundreds circles should we have? 1. Very good. How many tens? And how many ones? Awesome. Good job. All right, I'm going to skip this one. I want to get to, okay, try this one. I want to get to the juicy stuff. You're going to show me it on your place value chart with place value discs. Okay, pause and do that, and then come back when you're ready. Ready? So if we look at this number, we're going to say it in unit form. What would that be? 2 tens, 5 ones. Very good. So do we have any place value discs in the hundreds place? What about in the tens place? How many place value discs? Very good. And how many place value discs in the ones place? Good. That's what yours should look like. Awesome. Now try this one. Same thing. Show me it with place value discs on your chart, and then we'll go over the unit form and go over what it looks like. Pause the video and do that. Ready? Okay, so if I wrote this number in my place value chart just to see hundreds, tens, and ones so I can say it in unit form. So how many hundreds? Good. How many tens? Good. So if we were to say this in unit form, we would say, very good, 205 tens is 250. Now, how many place value discs go in the hundreds place? Awesome, 2. 200. How many place value discs in the tens place? Very good. And how many in the ones place? Good. Okay. So, if we look at this number and we look at this number, we really changed just a couple of things. And I want you to pay attention to this because this is going to be in your problem set, in your exit ticket. I changed blank to blank and I changed blank to blank. So what this is saying is when you look at 25 and 250, I'm just going to write those on my board. To get from 25 to 250, we changed the 2 tens to 2 what? Hundreds. Very good. And we changed the 5 ones to 5 tens. Good. That's all that's saying. So you're going to have a similar problem in your exit ticket today. I put in the numbers for you. You need to tell me what you changed the 3 tens to get to this one and the 6 ones to get to this one. Okay, so you're going to write in here tens, ones, things like that. Those aren't the right answers, but things like that. Okay? Good job. Nice job improvising with your place value discs, and I'll see you next time.